Come over here. What was the deal changer last week to make this fight happen? It was off the table at noon, that was the deadline. What changed? What basically changed? If you can tell us.
Well, as I mentioned, there wasn't much of a deal changer. It was, Gennady was very clear what he would be satisfied with. He had made the concession to come off of a 50-50 split, which he thought was fair. Actually, we all thought was fair. He's the champion. He's the one that most people thought won the first fight. He's the one that didn't test positive, so he felt it's even, 50-50 split. Then he said, okay, for Canelo's ego and for negotiations, he would give him, you know, the extra 5%, and you know, the deal was dead. We had a deal in place. I have to give Billy Joe Saunders and Frank Warren credit. They had agreed to terms to fight August 25 over here in Los Angeles. Everything was set with the form, with HBO, with all the sanctioning bodies, that Triple G could have fought another undefeated champion, added another title, the one title that was eluding him for so long that we tried to make the fight with. And you know, Eric said he was going to go in the direction, because we couldn't come to the agreement. They were going to go in the direction of Danny Jacobs. About an hour later, he called back, had one last proposal which satisfied what Gennady wanted, and that's why we're here. So, look, Canelo Alvarez is not going to lose money on this fight. This will probably be his biggest payday. So whoever, you know, whatever you know, conjectures there are with splits and things like that, Canelo will most likely make the biggest payday of his career. He did make it in the last fight against Triple G. So Triple G brings a lot of value and the titles with him to this boxing match, and you know, this is the fight that the fans have want to see, that the media wants to see, and internationally, this really surpasses a championship boxing match. This becomes an international sporting event. It'll be shown in over 150 countries worldwide, and we projected to do much higher numbers than the first fight, and set the record for the biggest pay-per-view for this year.
From what I understand, were they the ones who called you back? You didn't call them back?
No, they were the ones that, you know, they imposed this deadline, which, you know, I never am a believer of deadlines, and I'm not really a big believer in negotiating in the media, but, you know, I was on the phone trying to come up with a solution with Eric before their 12 o'clock deadline. We couldn't come up with a solution, and then that's when we said, okay, we'll just go different ways, and you know, maybe in the future that we can do this. And then that's when I think they realized, look, they can't let this opportunity go by. You never know when you have a big fight like this. You never know if Canelo fights somebody else, if Triple G fights someone else. You never know if someone gets injured. You never know what happens, and if a fight can be put back together sometime down the road. So. We're happy that we were able to work out the deal with Canelo and Golden Boy, and here we are.